Dreamworks fans are outraged, threatening to burn Twitter to the ground over an animated logo sequence? Well, it sounds bizarre, but trust us, there's more to this. It's time for the latest news out of animation. Dreamworks has always had issues with its identity. The studio was founded by Spielberg, Katzenberg, and Geffen under the grand unifying banner of not being Disney. They've released a large number of classic animated films by this point, but it's hard to tell what really makes a movie Dreamworks. Their material doesn't have the same sort of common style you see from Disney and Pixar that make it easy to identify their work. This got thrown into sharp relief recently with something that no one could have expected to be controversial: the studio's new animated stinger. This is 30 seconds of short animation, a slightly more extended version of DreamWorks' trademark Moon Boy logo that celebrates their history and some of their most notable movies. To whoever approved it, this must have seemed like a great idea. It's a rallying cry, a chance to show off all their classic, best-loved films. The basic idea was simple and cute: the boy fishing on the moon riding his crescent past a series of classic DreamWorks characters. Who could have a problem with that? The only problem is, what do you pick to represent DreamWorks? What even are their best-loved films? The final result was not something that most long-term fans of the studio were ever going to appreciate. The focus seems far more on what marketing would choose to promote, opening with their most recent film, The Bad Guys. Some bones were thrown to long-term fans after that, with Toothless and Poe here to represent How to Train Your Dragon and Kung Fu Panda respectively, but then we got Alec Baldwin's Boss Baby. Because nothing celebrates DreamWorks better than the role created for a celebrity still embroiled in legal trouble over an accidental death. Then it's a brief high five with Poppy from the Trolls franchise, a slightly more extended wave hello to Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey, before finally the poor DreamWorks boy is done with his very short tour of the studio's back catalog. That was it! And while a 30-second stinger couldn't hope to fully sum up DreamWorks' history, this left out a staggering number of faces, old and new. No Madagascar, despite it being almost as long-running as Shrek? Nothing on Abominable or Captain Underpants, both recent films that have gotten strong positive reception? Nothing for Ants or Prince of Egypt, their first two films. The most baffling omission of all, however, is probably Megamind. Not only was that film extremely well received, DreamWorks are currently producing a TV spin-off for it. Why wouldn't they promote it here? That's a wider point, however. There's no acknowledgement at all of DreamWorks' television side in this stinger. Cinema fans may be scratching their heads at that. DreamWorks makes TV shows? Yeah, they do. Not that you'd know it from this stinger. DreamWorks Television Animation has kept their film side going this decade, bringing in funds without relying on the theatrical release window, and has consistently made good content. And not just spin-offs from the movies. They've produced critically acclaimed original shows, and the parent studio is just going to ignore them? Granted, Voltron, She-Ra, and Kipa wouldn't have fit in next to the 3D elements of this logo, but nothing for Troll Hunters? That's a Guillermo del Toro joint. It got a full movie. But since DreamWorks Television Animation is a subsidiary of DWA proper, I guess they're left out in the cold. Well, one day perhaps Western TV animation will be given its due. And rest assured, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest news out of animation.